And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
And what a day of weather. This is the scene out of the CSU Pueblo area. And we saw quite a bit of rain coupled with some large amounts of hail that fell and accumulations amounting up to several inches of hail and rainfall, flooding in effect. We saw flash flood warnings during the afternoon into Pueblo into the evening hours, and also all of that hail piling up in many areas in town. Let's take a look at some of the photos. I'm going to start out with the tornado that dropped out there in northern parts of Crowley County. Several great photos sent in from our viewers today. This one from, hopefully I say it right, Lorraine Elwood. And that's a beautiful shot of that twister touching down out there in rural parts of northern Crowley County. Another vantage point of that sent in by Greg. I'm going to cycle through these pretty quickly because we got so many photos. I asked our viewers to get them into us during our 5:30 news, and you thankfully answered the calls. You can see this photo sent in by Monica Martinez, and that one by Jean. Looks like a pretty classic, almost stovepipe looking tornado. Pretty weak, didn't stay on the ground too long, but definitely one of those that was really nice to photograph and didn't produce any reports of damage, so good news there. Now, the other side of the storm back into Pueblo County saw a lot of hail. So this is some of that hail that added up in Richard Batista's yard or driveway. You can see, looks like a few inches of hail there. And Des Rowe is a video journalist with News 5. Hey, Des. Hopefully you're watching tonight. This photo taken outside her yard at CSU Pueblo, at least in that area. And this one, La Vida, where we saw hailstones up over an inch. That photo sent in by Norma. Radar tonight still showing some activity out there, but it's all pushed east of I-25, pretty much from Yuma County down into Prowers County out there in the eastern plains. And we do have some flood advisories in effect out towards Cheyenne County and some flood warnings into Kit Carson County. So travel tonight likely impacted by a lot of heavy water ponding on the roadways out there onto eastern parts of I-70. And I think tomorrow the main threat's going to shift a little farther to the west. I got a few viewer emails about the lack of rainfall this weekend in the Pikes Peak region. I mentioned yesterday it was the cloud cover. Today, just one of those things where it pretty much developed in every area but the Colorado Springs and Palmer Divide. I think tomorrow we will see more widespread rain and thunderstorms, and we'll stay weather alert through Tuesday as we will see periods of heavy precip. Could see as much as 1.5 inches of liquid precip by the time Tuesday night rolls around, and a severe weather threat that will continue across the eastern plains. Today in the rain gauge at the airport in Pueblo, picking up nearly 1/2 inch of rain, but none in the Springs. High today in the Springs up near 70 degrees. Tonight we are checking in at 54. Humidity still pretty high, even though didn't really get much rainfall in this area once again today. Pueblo, different side of the spectrum. We saw the rain tonight, dry skies, and 59. So let's take a look at the futurecast. Surface low is going to develop tomorrow across the eastern plains. Upper low moves into the Four Corners, and that's going to spread a lot more instability and the potential for some slower moving storms that will start farther west. You can also see this line that the model picks up on through the afternoon and into the evening hours. And I think that will produce some periods of heavy rain. Colder air as the low moves into Colorado Tuesday means some mountain snow. It's going to be up in the highest elevations, though not expected across much of the News 5 viewing area. And then into Tuesday, it looks like another round of showers and thunderstorms that could also linger into Wednesday. So yeah, yet again, another active part to the work week ahead. Lows tonight down to the 30s in Woodland Park and Westcliff, 50 in Pueblo, 50 in La Junta. Your highs tomorrow will be down a bit as the upper low keeps us on the cloudy side. So jacket weather, maybe some rain boots or galoshes, so whatever you like to call it. We called it galoshes as a kid back in Georgia. Afternoon and evening rain, thunderstorms expected Monday, and then periods of rain Tuesday with thunderstorms on Wednesday. Likely dry Thursday, more rain on Friday. Pueblo, we've got several chances for rain and thunderstorms. Picked up some beneficial moisture today. That will be the case over the next few afternoons. Highs back to the 80s by the end of the week, but starting out with jeans and jacket weather. Canyon City, 60s here Monday to Tuesday, but back to the upper 70s as we dry out Thursday and Friday. And for Woodland Park, we've got rain and thunderstorms here, so no snow in the forecast, at least around the Woodland Park area. But got to say, to recap, what an active day of weather. Again, not in the Pikes Peak region, but Pueblo County, Crowley County, La Vida, those areas getting hammered all afternoon long.
Well, and Alan, fingers crossed. I know that storm was just kind of parked right over Pueblo County, the St. Charles Mesa area, and dumping that hail, hoping it didn't do much damage to those chili pepper plants.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think we're going to send some crews down there tomorrow to check it out.
All right. Thanks so much, Alan. And following up for